Hey, so I feel like I needed to spend a little bit more time on these than just rushing through the little blurb. I'm trying to do a doll a day or a fashion figure a day. But this is Mork and Mindy. I got these a long time ago at a flea market, and he came in a bag with his little backpack thing, which is around here somewhere. Now, he's on his original. They're both on the original bodies. Now, whether or not she's in original clothes, that's what I like to find out from the community. Her feet are rather large, and his feet, I'm really sure these are not his shoes. I don't know what shoes. I think he came with silver boots, to be honest with you. But, this is the best I'm going to get because I've had this uniform before, and it was shredded. It was just old. This is the best condition I've ever seen this in. And at the time when I got it. Now his neck, whew, man, he's starting to get that meltiness to him because this body is rather old. I mean, this is a very old, and the body is this weird gummy arm, but these bodies belong to a line of figures back then. I want to say the Sunshine family, and they were like their 8-inch version of Happy Dolls or whatever you want to call them. I don't know. I don't know what they were trying to compete with. Maybe the Waltons, I guess. I really don't know. But I wanted to spend some more time looking at her because she is really pretty. And she does look a lot like the actress that played Mindy on Mork and Mindy. And if you want to watch Mork and Mindy, it comes on every day on the Happy Days channel on Pluto TV. I quite often try to catch it. It's a great show to watch. It's still a lot of fun. And every time I watch it, I'm going, I always wonder where I got my humor from. I obviously studied, and everything he said, I've repeated. Because, all of his jokes, even the ones I didn't get, I repeated them over and over again. Again, they got these weird rubbery bodies, arms, and I'm sure that there's some melting going on already between this and her chest, because her chest is made out of this harder plastic, the torso part. And the legs are also harder plastic, so they're not going to fuse at the waist. Look at those feet. They probably won't fit any shoes. Maybe Skipper's shoes will fit her. Those are about the size of Skipper's feet. And I need to look it up and see if that's her original body, or not original body, her original clothing. Obviously, this is his original clothing, except for the shoes. I would like to find out, because those are clearly Ken shoes. I've had Ken shoes like this, in white mostly, but they do come in all colors. And plus, look at the size of the feet difference. Major difference. So, again, and that looks a lot like Robin Williams. Now, I do have another hybrid, fashion figure that I made using this head on an Obitsu skinny, tall body, because I just didn't like this body. Like, I had a naked version of him or whatever you get at a yard sale. I take it back. It was in one of these suits, but it was torn to shreds. So I was like, might as well try it on a different thing. But the neck's too small to fit on a Ken body. So that's why I tried the Obitsu body, and it worked out just perfect. So, and it is more the, like the roundy thing. It's not the left and right thing, which a Ken dolls had back then, which kind of surprised me. And she might be able to go on a Barbie body, but I don't know. I kind of like her on this. I think her head is a left and right head. Yeah, it's a left and right head. That's so weird. She's got a left and right head instead of the ball one. So she probably can't go on a modern Barbie. She can probably go on a Malibu Barbie from the 70s. Sorry, I keep bumping the camera. It's on a monopod. Well, I wonder how I got him to work then. Because it is a ball joint. You can tell. It's like the modern day Kens are now. It's not just going left and right. It's going around. But do you have these in your collection? And what do you remember about Mork and Mindy? A few years ago when Robin Williams killed himself, I was very mad more than I was sad, because I was mad at him for killing any possible, I was hoping for a Mork and Mindy reunion. Like maybe that show would get around to making a reunion where they come, like it's like catching up to him, kind of like the I Dream of Jeannie reunions where, although in those you never saw the husband. It's like I guess he didn't want to be in the show. But you always saw I Dream of Jeannie 15 years later and Gilligan's Island later. And yeah, I really wanted to see a reunion between these two. See how they grew up, and if their son, who was born out of an egg, looks like an old man, what would happen to him over the years, because they grow backwards, because they're from Orc and everything's backwards on Orc. I was more mad than anything that Robin Williams took the life of Mork, like he killed Mork. Because when I grew up, Mork was awesome. I could actually pull a photo down right now and show you that when I was a kid, I had the suspenders, and I wore them in my school pictures. You know, when we took the photos for the yearbook, I had the suspenders on. So, yeah, I was a huge fan of Mork. I watched every episode. I had the little egg with the little version of him in it. I don't know what happened to it. I think the egg broke. I know it sounds silly because eggs break, but I think because it had like that window, and then I don't know. I don't know what happened to it. For the longest time, I only had the other half of it where his little seat is, the little blue part. And I guess over time you just lose these things. All right, so tell me your memory of Mork, and how, on a scale from 9 to 10, how do you rate the Mork and Mindy show? On a scale from, let's change it. A scale from 10 to 10, how do you rate the Mork and Mindy show? All right, thank you. Have a great day.